in those 24 years between the start of the career of an individual to the date of his retirement, how the world transformed. It's going to be a very interesting video, so stay right till the end. For us 80s and 90s born kids, cricket was Sachin, Sachin was cricket. But this Sachin effect did not confine itself to cricket alone. The world changed between the day Sachin Tendulkar made his debut in November 1989 to what it was, specifically India, in November of 2013. When Sachin made his debut back in 1989, in India, in Indian cricket, there were no contracts for players. All they got was around rupees 40,000 for a test match and 25,000 for an ODI. As opposed to that, when Sachin retired in 2013, BCCI had turned into the richest cricketing body in the world. We all know that very well. We all know the insecurity that has been going around with other cricket boards, and every player is contracted. In 2013, the players were paid 7 lakhs for a test match and 4 lakhs for an ODI and 2 lakhs for a 2020. That is the 2013 fees. Then back to when he made his debut in 89, the cricket board only had zonal selectors for who the job was not really a means to earn livelihood. That was not their only source of bread and butter. They did just for the love of cricket, and they were paid meager allowances. They were not even salaries actually. Now in 2013, even now, selectors are from different zones. Every zone has its own set of representatives who are in the selection committee, and their allowances, no, there are no allowances, there are salaries, and they are big salaries. Then there were no brand sponsorships on the Indian jersey in 89, but since 1995 there has never been an Indian team which did not have a sponsor who always paid handsomely. Now, do you know or remember that in 89 the ODIs were also played only with a red ball, and players sported white jerseys. One hardly saw India hosting any day-night matches. As opposed to that, in 2013 or by 2013, there had been a plethora of modifications to the ODI format. So apart from the colored jerseys, you now have 2 white balls at each end. 2020 cricket is taking cricket beyond boundaries. Remember Doordarshan? Yeah, we did not have cable TV back in the day. And it used to be such a struggle aligning those antennas. Even when the cable TV arrived, we still used to spend hours just to align TV antennas enough to get some semblance of picture on TV, to at least know what is happening. But today it's a digital age. Or even 2013, and there was Dish TV, there was Tata Sky. Matches had already started to air on the internet by 2013, and we used to watch those matches, still do, on our LEDs, LCDs and what have you. Now going back to Sachin, his bat in 89 was Sans Peril's Green Lens. This bat weighed roughly 3.12 pounds, which at that point was one of the heaviest bats in the business, though his bats have always been pretty heavy. In 2013, he used an Adidas English Willow. it weighed somewhere between 2.8 to 2.14 pounds. Krish Shrikant was the first captain of Sachin Tendulkar, and Chandu Bode was the manager on that tour of Pakistan, his first tour to Pakistan, Sachin Tendulkar's. And by the time Sachin retired, he had played under Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who made his debut 15 years after Tendulkar started playing. Of course, he has played under Ganguly, Azharuddin. In IPL, he has probably even played under Rohit Sharma, which is phenomenal. Now, in '89, Sachin shared the dressing room with the likes of Kapil Dev, Ravi Shastri, Krish Shrikant, Kiran More, Praveen Amre, Navjot Singh Sidhu, Mohammad Azharuddin, Narendra Hirwani, Sanjay Manjrekar, Manoj Prabhakar, Ajay Jadeda, so many of them, the names that maybe some of the names we have even forgotten, right? And those are the names that he used to play with. And then by 2013 or in 2013 or after 2010, Tendulkar was sharing dressing rooms with the likes of Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Pujara, Dinesh Karthik, Ishant Sharma, Jasprit Bumrah, even Robin Uthappa. These guys were either toddlers when Sachin started to play, or some of them were not even born, right? When Sachin announces his arrival. Now, let's go international. The Berlin Wall was still there, standing strong, dividing Germany between West Germany and East Germany when Sachin had started to play for India. And today, Germany is one country. Of course, this union happened. The Berlin Wall fell just about the time when Sachin made his debut. Coming back home, Bombay Stock Exchange in '89, or by that time, it was never even able to go to reach or to go beyond three figures. That was the state of Bombay Stock Exchange up until that moment, when Sachin had already started playing, and he was still playing in 2008, and Bombay Stock Exchange had already surpassed the 21,000 mark, 21K mark. Subscribe to Legend Martini for your daily dose of lifestyle, movies, fashion, and everything else under the sun. Don't forget to hit the bell icon.